All right, let's check to see if there's any sound at the back end so we can get this motor running. We got sound. So let's get this party started the right way. Ladies, gentlemen, pronouns, lend me your ears. Crazy Kid back for another live stream. And as you can see by the ticker on the bottom of the screen, I have opened up a Patreon account. uh, it's for extra content uh, and other perks. Um, and basically, if you're a Patreon member, if you make a request, your request will get priority over just whatever is going on. It'll be bumped up in the line sooner. I plan on putting uh, some stuff about my hometown and things that go on around here uh, during the year and as things are going on. So that, and whenever I get a thought, or if I need assistance on a direction of what bands to do or whatever like that, I'll be asking the community in the Patreon mainly for their input because of their additional support to the channel and you know uh, whatever because they support and it's hard to come up with this stuff on the spot, but I want to put on there some of the things that go on in the background, what it takes to make the videos that I do, how to what I go through to create the videos so that uh, people can watch them, and some of the copyright stuff that I have to deal with. Sometimes it's just a blur, and sometimes it's like I don't know why certain videos get blocked worldwide, but it is what it is. But today, I wanted to try something new, and I'm going to wait until we get a few people in the chat chiming in to go through uh, what was thinking about all day about doing for tonight, and that is to um, do a live reaction to a video that really isn't that isn't music, but it's kind of funny. Like some of the things that these videos that I've been getting in my feed, like 101 ways to do this, or 101 ways people have messed up doing that, or whatever. Weird 911 calls, so on and so forth. Um, and how some people have literally abused systems and their rights. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to react as a group to uh, a video like that, just as a form of engagement back and forth. To see how see if people like it. If they don't like it, if you guys don't like it, then we won't do it anymore. But it's just something I thought of. Maybe get your thoughts on a video or whatever like that. How you what you think of how some people have really crossed lines and whatnot. So I thought it'd be fun. Like I said, I just want to wait for a few people to show up, chime in, say hi, and basically, oh, there's Sunflower. Hey, how you doing, Christina? Yeah, you're the first one to chime in. Gold medal. Yeah, I want to try doing a group reaction to a video that I found. Um, and it's basically weird 911 calls. Like when people try to use 911 for the ridiculous reasons. And, I just figured it'd be kind of fun, to have that, my reaction, your reaction. And I haven't seen this video. So, your surprise is about as good as mine's going to be. So I just figured, let's try something, if you don't try something new, you'll never know if it works or not. If you always do the same thing, you'll always get the same result. So here's hoping that by trying something new, it'll help expand the audience. How you doing, Andy? How you been? So like it's one of those things where I just figured I'd give this a shot and see if you guys like it. If you guys like it, we could do this on occasion on the live streams. But yes, it helps you grow as a person as well. But these videos here, it kind of, makes, I think these videos here are going to actually make people feel better about themselves. Thinking, like, I ain't that dumb to do that. You're not that grumpy. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was just thinking about it today. I was like, what am I going to do for the live stream tonight? Because next week, I don't think I'll be doing a live stream because I just got notice in the mail that they're going to be putting in the new air units in my apartment on Monday next week. Like tomorrow, they're coming in to do the electrical. So this way here, they know where the air units are going to go, and they'll be able to hook them up right away. Oh, RJ? Yeah, he's doing fine. He's just he's doing more watching than he's doing uploading. But yeah, the electrical's coming in tomorrow. So after I get done doing the live stream, I gotta move some stuff around, and my apartment's gonna be a disaster for the next week. And the electricians, bless their heart, they're a needed, very valued industry and very valued um, talent and skill set. But man, do they ever screw scheduling up? Like the building management started on the top floor getting rid of the air conditioner sleeves. And because she knew that it gets hotter up here quicker. So start from the top, work your way down. And then when you're putting in the units on the outside, you start from the top, you work your way down so they're not in your way as you're going upward. Well, the electricians, they started on the bottom floor and worked their way up. Like they'd just gotten rid of all the air conditioner sleeves off the top floor, and the electricians went to the bottom floor and started working down there. And I was like, really? Can you guys put a screwdriver in the wheel any harder? Can you put a cog in the wheel any harder? Like my building manager called me up today and said, "Do you have the electricians been to your place yet?" No. She's like, "They were supposed to have." She's like, "Well, let's just go with the original schedule then. So they're going to be there tomorrow." Oh, great! Ain't that fantastic? So after tonight, my apartment's going to be it's going to be hard to walk around in here. And it's going to be, they're going to have to deal with what I have to deal with for a whole week, but they're going to have to deal with it for while they're doing what they got to do. So is what it is. So let's see about getting into this video. I got to go to this. Put that on that.
911, the go-to number for emergencies. Fires, medical crises, crimes in progress, and sometimes calls that leave dispatchers completely baffled. From haunted furniture to cloud conspiracies, here are 101 of the most bizarre reasons Americans have called 911. You might laugh, shake your head, or wonder if some people just need a hobby. Ready? Let's go. 1. A man called 911 because his kitchen faucet was dripping water. "It's like the sink is mocking me," he said. Officers suggested turning the handle tighter. "Yeah," the man replied, "but what if it's planning something?"
Really? Really? Called 911 because he thought the faucet was. He should have just called a plumber. God, it's pretty bad when you get a plumber's number mixed up with emergency. Yeah, that's insane.
2. A woman called because she was absolutely certain a mysterious cloud was following her car. When the dispatcher explained that clouds can look like they're moving when you drive, she paused and said, "Yeah, but this one's definitely spying on me." Nature. Terrifying, apparently. 3.
Oh, really? A cloud is following you? They're always following you. Some people need to really get a hobby.
A man called emergency services after spotting a moving bush in his backyard. Officers discovered his neighbor's dog tangled in a hedge, trying to chase a squirrel. The caller was unconvinced. "That dog's playing dumb," he said. "Bushes don't just move."
Spring is vastly approaching, and spring is the perfect time to do a fresh declutter.
Like that. 4.
Don't people have the nous, the mental whereabouts to, oh, bush isn't supposed to be moving. I'm going to check it out, see what's really going on before I call somebody. Because if it's like a wild animal, then I'll know who to call. If it's just somebody, stuck in the bushes or whatever like that, or somebody, having fun in the bushes, then I'll know who to call. Don't just call 911 because something ain't right. That's not what it's for.
4. A man reported that his toaster looked suspicious. It had a sticker from the manufacturer that said, "Smart Sensor Technology." "That's a cover story," the man said. "That toaster knows too much." 5.
Some people really, really need to take a deep breath and ask questions on the item when you buy it. Like, toaster knows too much? Seriously? My toaster is watching me. Yeah. Like, how dumb can some people be?
5. A man called 911 because his neighbor was mowing the lawn in a suspiciously aggressive manner. He claimed the neighbor was up to something and wanted officers to investigate. "He's cutting the grass in zigzags," the caller said. "That's not normal. It's a code for something, I'm sure."
Don't trust a can opener either. Yeah. Like, cutting your grass in zigzags, you're supposed to cut your grass in different ways every time you cut your grass. Like, if you cut your grass this way this time, you should be cutting it this way the next time, and then possibly diagonally the next time, and then cross diagonally. You should always change directions when you're cutting your grass. So this way here, you don't end up looking like your front grass doesn't end up looking like a football field. It doesn't end up looking like, a constant pattern. It should always be changed. So this way here, you can get all of it. That's just common sense.
6. A man dialed 911 because his smart speaker wouldn't respond to his voice commands. He was genuinely worried it was angry with him for yelling earlier. The dispatcher suggested restarting the device. Yeah, but what if it holds a grudge? He asked.
Really? Really now? Like, oh, humanity's doomed. Humanity is really doomed with people like that breathing oxygen. Oh my God.
7. A woman called because she heard a ticking sound in her car and feared it was a bomb. Police rushed over to investigate. The culprit? A forgotten travel clock under the seat, still dutifully ticking away. Maybe check the glove box next time?
I guess. Like, I'm surprised it wasn't just a broken turn signal where, sometimes you turn to go left or right and the catch that kicks it back up is broken. I've had that happen many times. And it's like a $6 fix, but it takes like 3 hours to get into the steering column to fix it. Oh yeah, this is definitely a say no to meth video.
8. One man demanded the police fix his bathtub because it was too slippery. He was furious that the surface was dangerous. The dispatcher recommended a non-slip mat. Oh, he said, I didn't know those were a thing.
Yeah. Calling the police because your tub is slippery. Yeah, police don't do home repairs. If they do, they're on their own home. Like, seriously. Why some of these people, and they wonder why police get so upset with the general population, because they get put out on calls like this.
9. A woman dialed 911 because her goldfish kept staring at her. It knows too much, she said. Officers suggested repositioning the tank. The woman hesitated, whispering, yeah, but what if it just swims to the other side? 10.
Get rid of the fish. If it knows too much, get rid of the fish. Flush it down the toilet. Like, seriously. How some of these people are still, being able to tie their own shoes is beyond me.
10. A man called to report a suspicious squirrel outside his window. It's just watching me, he said. He also claimed the squirrel might be part of a spy network. The police showed up. The squirrel ran. Coincidence or rodent espionage?
This is the aircraft carrier shelter you seized, previously owned by a small faction of about 700.
You decide.
Now, I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but here in Canada, we have a thing called the OSPCA. They come out and they take care of animal problems. Possible that he could have called someone like that instead of 911. Like, rather than wasting the police officer's time. Like, there's better places for the police to be than to deal with a squirrel that looks suspicious.
11. A woman called 911 after hearing strange tapping sounds on her window at night. Officers arrived to find a curious raccoon knocking on the glass with a pebble. It locked eyes with me, the woman said. I swear it was trying to communicate. The officers suggested closing the blinds for peace of mind.
Yeah. Like, why call the police about? Well, it did look like a bandit. So it was trying to get in, I guess. But when it comes to something like that, you can scare the little raccoon off. Some people aren't using the mind. Report the damn communist raccoons.
12. A woman called 911 to report that her neighbor's lawn decorations were too cheerful and might be part of a cult. Officers arrived and found plastic flamingos and a garden gnome in Hawaiian shirts. "See," she said, "they're too happy. Something's off."
That lady needs a rubber room. For sure. Yeah, they're wasting police resources. And it's no wonder that the police are always saying that they're underfunded because they have to deal with crap like this. Yeah, never trust garden gnomes. Possibly.
13. Someone called emergency services because their phone's fingerprint scanner stopped working. They were genuinely curious if police had access to magic cop technology that could fix it. Sadly, there's no fingerprint fairy at dispatch. 14.
If he couldn't use the fingerprint thing, how did he make the phone call? I don't know about anybody else, but pretty much everybody around my area, they've all pitched the landlines and gotten smartphones. And a lot of them are fingerprint. And you need to hit your fingerprint on there to activate the phone.
14. A man dialed 911 because his air fryer was making a low humming noise. "It sounds suspicious," he said, "like a bomb or a robot plotting something." Officers recommended unplugging it. 15.
I would have recommended him use it as a hat and turn it on. Yeah, you call tech support for that stuff. Yeah, some of these people, I think they need instructions on how to breathe in the morning. In, out, in, out. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to figure it out. Yeah, call the manufacturer.
15. A man called emergency services to complain that his coffee tasted unusually strong that morning. When the dispatcher asked about the amount of coffee grounds he used, the man was puzzled. "Wait, you mean I control the strength?" he asked, voice filled with disbelief. "All these years, I thought the machine just did its own thing."
I have been making coffee for over 40 years. I have perfected what I find is the best tasting for me. And I use that amount all the time. I do it without even thinking. I wonder how old that guy was. And how long he had been drinking differently tasting coffee. It's just. Oh no, I believe they're real calls because I know some people that would call police services for this kind of stupid stuff.
16. One caller asked police if they could deactivate their Alexa because it was spying on them. Turns out the caller had just enabled the news update feature. 7.
Can we have some real interesting people in this world, even more interesting than these?
17. A woman called in terror, saying her clock was ticking too loudly. "It's tapping in code," she said. Police discovered the clock's battery was dying, making the second hand stutter. "Sure," she said. "That's what they want you to believe."
Experience the industry's most powerful cordless pressure washer with advanced digital controls. A string.
Leave. 8.
I don't think you'll catch up to the people that made all these phone calls. Yeah. Like, I think, like I said before, the starting this video, I think this is going to make people feel better about themselves because they're not this ridiculous. Like
18. A woman called 911 because her robot vacuum escaped the house and started rolling down the sidewalk like it had a mission. "It's heading toward the neighbor's yard," she said in a panicked voice. "What if it causes damage?" The dispatcher suggested she block its path with a broom. "I can't," she whispered. "I think it senses me." The vacuum was eventually recovered without casualties. 9.
Good for the police on that one. Like, seriously. Like,
18. One man dialed 911 in complete panic because his ceiling fan turned in the opposite direction. "It's supposed to go clockwise in winter," he insisted. "This is counterclockwise. Someone's hacked it." The dispatcher tried to explain that ceiling fans have a switch to change direction. The man wasn't convinced. "Yeah, but why would someone invent that?" 20.
very simply. So this way here, you control which way the air blows off of it. Man, some of these people are just
A terrified caller reported a horrifying creature in their bathroom sink. The creature? A wet sock that had fallen in and somehow stuck to the porcelain, giving it a ghostly appearance. The caller admitted, "In my defense, it really did look like a monster."
a little bit better housekeeping skills would keep that from happening. Don't you think? Like, if you dropped a sock in your sink and you left it there overnight and you saw it in the morning before you flicked the lights on, yeah, I find some scary monsters in my toilet too, and then I flush them down because I know who put them there.
21. A man reported his kitchen lights were flickering in a clear Morse code pattern. He even claimed to have decoded the message as "get out." Officers checked and found a loose light bulb. The man was relieved but still suspicious. "That's exactly what a ghost would want us to think," he muttered.
Okay, a ghost. You call the police to get rid of a ghost, an ethereal spirit. How are they going to catch it? And what are they going to do with it if they do catch it? Put it behind bars? Oh, that'll stop it from going anywhere.
22. A woman called 911 because her microwave was possessed. It kept turning on by itself, she claimed, and was likely haunted by the spirit of a past owner. Police found a faulty power button and assured her it wasn't a ghost. She said. Then explain the weird beep it made last night. 23.
It was probably done. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, who taught the ghost Morse code? And dispatchers need to basically put out a flyer saying, hey, if you're not in danger, like physical danger from another person, then that's when you call. Yeah, Ghostbusters.
3. A man dialed emergency services to report that his toilet was making a demonic growling sound. Officers arrived and discovered the sound came from air trapped in the pipes. So, no demon? The caller asked. Probably not, the officer replied. Probably? The man repeated, visibly uncertain.
The Heart and Stroke Lottery is your best chance to win $1 million in Ontario. How will you millionaire? Play today.
settled. 24.
Okay, Andy, here's where your demons come into play. My TV turns on by itself. I never call it that. Yeah. A month ago. Good morning, Karen. How you doing? We're just having some fun looking at a new style of video. These people are off their rocker.
4. One woman asked if the police could break up a heated argument between her and her husband. The topic? Whether or not a hot dog qualifies as a sandwich. The dispatcher recommended consulting Google instead. 20.
Okay. That would be considered a domestic dispute. Okay. I'll give that to the lady, but what the argument was about was absolutely ridiculous. Like, whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich, who cares? It's food. Eat it.
25. A man reported his toaster acting strangely. It pops toast higher than usual, he said. That's not normal. Officers found no issues but suggested getting a new one. The man shook his head. I knew it. It's evolved. 20.
It's evolved. Into what? Take it to the Olympics for the springboarding competitions. I don't know. Like, don't call the police on it. Like, how are they going to handcuff a toaster?
6. A woman reported seeing a floating figure in her backyard. Officers investigated and found a plastic grocery bag caught in a tree. The woman still seemed skeptical. That was no bag, she insisted. It was hovering. 27.
Again, where's Dan Aykroyd when you need him? Like, yeah, these are 911 calls. Some argue that a hot dog is a taco due to its fillings being within a single elongated bread. The prevailing definition and common understanding classify it as a sandwich. Personally, I classify it as food.
A woman called 911 after seeing her robotic lawnmower moving on its own in the driveway. I swear it was parked 5 minutes ago, she said. Police found the mower's GPS auto return was activated. Of course, the woman muttered. They all come back. 28.
Okay, you buy a robotic lawnmower so that you don't have to physically cut the lawn. And that lady must have been smoking some serious stuff in order for her to get freaked out by the robot doing what it was supposed to do. Like, seriously, some of these people are just,
A man called 911 because his Bluetooth speaker wouldn't disconnect from his phone. It keeps playing the wrong playlist, he complained. Can the cops make it stop? The dispatcher gently explained how to turn off Bluetooth. Silence followed. Then the man muttered, Yeah, should have tried that first.
obviously, you figure out how to put it on, you should at least figure out how to put it off. Like, don't call the police.
29. A woman demanded police assistance when her Roomba kept pushing against her sleeping dog. It won't leave him alone, she said. It's like it has a vendetta. The dog, meanwhile, snored through the entire confrontation.
These people just don't understand. You program it to do a certain thing. If anything's in its way, it's just going to keep bumping into it. Like that's the way the robotics works. Oh, people who need more oxygen in their brain.
30. One caller reported a suspicious figure lurking outside their window. Officers arrived to find a life-size cardboard cutout of a movie character. The caller said, "Oh yeah, I forgot I put that there for Halloween."
Call on Halloween decorations. Really? Especially your Halloween decorations. Really now?
31. A man called in distress because his blender made a horrible screeching sound. The dispatcher asked if there was something stuck in the blades. "Oh," the man said after checking. "Yeah, a spoon. Should I still call the cops on myself?" 30.
I'm surprised a lot of these people didn't get arrested for, wasting 911 emergency services time. Like there should be a fine or something like that for that. Dogs have a sixth sense. Well, it's arguable.
2. A woman was convinced her smart fridge was bullying her. It kept suggesting healthier food options. "Every time I open it, it says, 'Consider more greens,'" she complained. Like, "Excuse me, fridge, but I live my life." The dispatcher suggested turning off the notification feature. 33.
Well, yeah, people wasting 911 time. Yeah, for someone to have a cutout of Senator Bernie Sanders, for some people that would be frightening, and some people that would be inviting. All depends on what side of the coin you sit on. Yeah, it's good to eat healthy, and if the fridge keeps telling you to eat more greens, maybe it's got something for you. But there's like when the fridge scans all your stuff to tell you what you're out of. That's what it should be telling you. What you're out of, not what you should be eating.
3. A man called 911 to report his shadow was following him too closely on a sunny day. "It doesn't feel normal," he said. "It's right there, step for step." The dispatcher struggled to explain the basics of sunlight while keeping a straight face.
Okay, how many people in that, if they would have been at the dispatch, how many people would have fallen out of their chair laughing your ass off when somebody's saying that they're being followed by their shadow? Oh yeah, after all these calls, yeah, right. I'd be cracking up. Yeah, if you want to see a creepy old man look in the mirror, yeah, me too.
34. A caller reported that their bathtub drain whispered every time they showered. Officers found it was just the sound of water draining through old pipes. The homeowner wasn't convinced. "Why would it whisper my name, though?" they asked. The officers had no answer for that one. 30.
What's the guy's name? Will. I think that dude failed pre-kindergarten. Like, it's some of these are just too far out there. Yeah, dogs can sense aura 100 times better than a human can. That's a definite. That's scientifically proven. They can tell if you're sick. They can tell if a woman's pregnant just by her aura.
35. A woman called in distress after losing her purse in the car. Police arrived and found it in the back seat. I never put things back there, she said. The officer pointed to a child seat. Yeah, okay, she admitted. Maybe I did once.
If she never put anything back there, did she ever retrieve anything from there? Obviously not her purse, but her child? Oh, seriously. Some people. It makes you wonder, does it really take these kind of people to make the world go round?
36. A man called emergency services to report a suspiciously round pancake at his local diner. It's too perfect, he said. Nobody makes pancakes that symmetrical without a reason. Police advised him to enjoy his breakfast and not overthink geometry. 37.
I would have told him, it's haunted. You got to get out of there. Yeah, apparently. Let's see. A lot of the other videos that I've seen on these was mostly about mostly from Americans.
A woman dialed 911 because her coffee maker wouldn't turn on. After the dispatcher suggested plugging it in, there was a pause. Then came a sheepish, "Oh, never mind."
When my coffee maker doesn't turn on, that's the first thing I check. Did I accidentally unplug it? And if the answer is no, then it's like, well, it looks like I got to go buy a new one.
38. One caller asked if it was illegal to cook bacon without wearing an apron. "I just want to make sure I'm doing things right," he said. The dispatcher assured him that apron-free cooking wasn't a crime, just risky. 30.
That's almost a crime against humanity. Calling the police about that. Oh my God. Yeah, I used to love Ripley's, believe it or not, too. Yeah, I got some hamsters stuck in the wheel there. A lot. How you doing, Nicole?
39. A man was absolutely convinced his neighbor's garden gnome was spying on him. "It moves at night," he insisted. Officers checked and found the gnome exactly where it had always been. The caller wasn't satisfied. Yeah, well, they're crafty like that.
He's watching me, and he's not blinking.
40. A man reported that his neighbor was using too much soap when washing their car. "It's unnatural how much foam there is," he said. "I think they're covering up evidence." Officers advised him to find a less slippery theory.
Too much foam? Did you buy the soap? Don't worry about it.
41. One man called 911 because his washing machine made a weird noise during the spin cycle. "It sounds like a helicopter," he said. Officers investigated and found several coins in the drum. The man was relieved. "Thought I was about to take off."
Not only was he relieved, he was a few coins richer. Yeah. Yeah, this must have been like before Google or just these people exist. There's no two ways about it. These people exist.
42. A woman reported that her ice maker had stopped working, calling it a domestic emergency. The dispatcher suggested buying ice from the store. The woman gasped. You can buy ice? 40.
We used to a long time ago. We still do. Heck, I got a bag of ice in my freezer.
3. A man called 911 in the middle of a Monopoly game because his daughter refused to pay rent after landing on his property. She's breaking the rules, he insisted. It's fraud. The dispatcher explained that board game disputes weren't a police matter. Well, can you at least tell her she owes me $200? Sorry, sir. Monopoly justice is self-regulated. Ever had a board game meltdown that made you consider calling for backup? Let us know in the comments.
Now, let's be honest on that one. Put a 1 in the chat if you, yeah, fake fraud. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have told the guy to call his lawyer instead. Yeah, call an attorney over Monopoly. Yeah, like I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, no. Yeah, I saw a stabbing in a friggin' bar one time.
44. One woman dialed 911 because her neighbor's garden smelled too good. She suspected the neighbor was using illegal flower enhancers. Police arrived to find a well-maintained rose garden and a neighbor who prided herself on her gardening skills. The complainant wasn't convinced. Nobody's roses smell that good without cheating.
Oh, being bullied over botanical problems. What has this world come to?
45. A man reported that his ice cubes were melting too fast. I put them in my glass and boom, water, he said. The dispatcher gently explained how ice works. The man was unconvinced. Yeah, but not this fast. Something's up. 46.
I would ask him what the temperature is in his room. If it's above 86 degrees, then yeah, it's going to melt real fast. Yeah, people are just, yeah, they need to get hobbies. Yeah, was the drink hot? Are you putting it in your coffee?
6. A caller frantically reported that a shadowy figure was lurking in their backyard. Officers arrived to find a lawn chair that had been knocked over. That's impossible, said the caller. It definitely moved on its own. The officer gave the chair a nudge. Yep, he said, moves when the wind blows. The caller wasn't convinced. That wind is up to something.
Yeah, take a basic science course. These people need to take, shoe tying courses. Because apparently I can almost see somebody calling 911 because the knot on their shoe untied. With the way this video is going.
47. A woman called 911 to report a mysterious black car parked outside her house. Officers arrived to find her own car, which she'd lent to her son the day before. I didn't recognize it, she explained. He washed it. It's never been cleaned before.
You didn't recognize your own car, the shape of it? Oh. You don't know what kind of car you have? Give your license back to the police.
48. A panicked caller reported that their bathroom mirror was watching them. Officers arrived to find a mirror, doing exactly what mirrors do, reflecting. The homeowner was genuinely spooked. Yeah, but it watches everything I do, they said. Well, yes, that's the point of a mirror.
There you go, Andy. There you go, Andy. You got that creepy old man looking, staring at you, doing everything you do. That was funny.
49. One man called 911 because his new electric kettle sounded too aggressive when it boiled water. I don't trust it, he said. It whistles like it's angry. Police recommended switching brands. The man was relieved. Yeah, I knew it had bad vibes.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? Let me guess. You see how he's moving in a picture hanging on the wall? Yeah. It's like, it's following me. I'd like to actually make a picture that does that. Freak people out.
50. A woman asked if she could press charges against her husband for putting pineapple on their shared pizza. I told him no fruit on pizza, and he did it anyway. The dispatcher diplomatically suggested ordering separate pizzas next time. What do you think? Pineapple on pizza, delicious or a crime? Drop your verdict below.
Pineapple on pizza. Put a 1 in the chat if you like pineapple on pizza. 2 for no. Fun fact about it, pineapple on pizza was first done right here in the city that I live in. And the reason why they put the pineapple on the pizza is because of the saltiness of the ham that was on the pizza. The pineapple, the sweetness of the pineapple cut saltiness out. It mitigated the saltiness of the ham. So that's why they put the pineapple on the pizza. And when she says no fruits, tomatoes. Sorry, tomatoes are a fruit by technicality. So no tomato sauce. Peppers are a fruit, so no peppers. Basically anything with a seed in it, it's a fruit. So if you gotta toss the seeds out, man, it's a fruit. Can't have it on your pizza. Yeah, Hawaiian pizza. Yeah, and it had nothing to do with Hawaii. It was just we got that resource, the pineapple resource from Hawaii.
51. A man reported his neighbor's mailbox because it was too futuristic looking. He claimed it was likely a disguised surveillance device. Police found a perfectly normal mailbox with a solar-powered light on top. The neighbor later told officers, "He's been suspicious of my garden gnome, too." 50.
Get the perpetrator back. He's been suspicious of my garden gnome, too. I'd put another garden gnome up. Oh, there's a whole team of them out there.
A woman called 911 after her toddler stuffed spaghetti into the DVD player. I just thought maybe officers had, like, special extraction tools, she explained. The dispatcher recommended tweezers. 53.
Obviously, that I can see why that kid put the spaghetti in the DVD player, because you pass down your genes to your children. Obviously, that line is broken somewhere.
A man dialed emergency services to report that a goose honked at him with malicious intent. "It looked me right in the eyes," he said, "and honked 3 times, like a warning." Officers didn't respond, but they did laugh about it later.
Now, we have a ton of geese here in and around the area that I live in. And one time I was walking across the street, main street of the city that I live in, and there was a whole gaggle of geese. There must have been about 30 of them. And they were crossing the street, and nobody honked their horn. Nobody got anywhere near them. because those Canadian geese are vicious. Like you don't want to get too close to them things. They will beat your butt up with their wings and their jaws. They may seem like they got real small muscles there. They are tense. Now, you get bit by a goose, he could take a chunk of.
54. A woman reported a suspicious car parked outside her house. It was her own car. She'd forgotten she'd moved it the night before. 55. A man was convinced his oven light was blinking in code. It's SOS, I'm sure of it, he said. The technician later confirmed the light bulb was just dying. Or maybe the SOS worked, the man said ominously. 50.
Yeah, this is yeah, I'll bet that was a hell of a battle too. Because they are vicious. They are something vicious. Well, probably because they think that the swimmers are fish trying to eat their prey. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this one. This is getting to be too much stupidity all at once. Yeah. So yeah, it is So what do you guys think of that? Doing that once every blue moon. Checking out a video like that, you see how some things are really good. Yeah. Yeah. Some of these people, I know why they probably dial 911 is because it's only 3 numbers. But using 911 for non-emergency calls here where I live, it's against law. You can be charged for it. Yeah, it's something different. I thought it was, like I was thinking about all day long, what am I going to do for the live stream tonight? Because I won't be able to do a live stream next week because we got construction going on and they're going to be in here and basically my apartment's going to be like ripped to shreds. All my stuff's going to be all moved all over the place. Yeah. There's a bunch like that particular channel has a host of I'll just go to that channel just to show you guys. Take a trip to that channel just to show you guys a lot of the stuff that they have. Not shorts. Facts about Easter in the U.S. Courtroom moments. That'd be funny. Ridiculous excuses. Dumbest lies. Dumbest lawsuits. Craziest fines. This one was funny. This one here was, I was shaking my head the whole way through it. The dumbest criminals. Oh, I didn't show that. Yeah, there's the stuff there, like ridiculous fines, traditions that are vanishing, dumbest lies, dumbest lawsuits. They got a whole list of stuff that we could take a look at and just, have fun with. Strangest crimes. When I saw the first couple of videos of this channel here, I was like, oh my God, I really I really want to do some videos on that, but it doesn't really line up with, what, the music and stuff like that I do on this channel. So it's, and I've come across some new, very, very great talented bands. Drop a link to the channel. Okie dokie. There you are, folks. There's you be. Yeah, it's they got a lot of funny stuff on there, and it make you shake your head, make you laugh, make you feel great about yourself, because hey, I'm not that, I'm not that way, I got more smarts, than to do that kind of stuff. So, maybe that'll help you guys, maybe that'll help some people feel good about themselves, going, I wouldn't call on that. Ooh, I wouldn't do that. Ooh, I already know that's a bad idea. So, but like I said, next week, all this stuff in behind me, it's going to be like pushed all over the place. And they're going to be working on my heating and cooling system. So I won't be able to do a live stream next week because of that. So until we get to the next one, folks, I wish you all peace, love, and happiness. And I hope you guys had fun today. Have a great night.